the kind of prompt I'm going to give you in social studies. Everybody, would you please read it with me and go. While running for president, Andrew Jackson's slogan was that he was the president for the common man. Do you agree or disagree? Okay, so we just read 3 segments of a chapter on Andrew Jackson's presidency. I said to myself, well, first I have to ask myself, am I going to agree or disagree? And after reflecting on Andrew Jackson, which certainly he was our 7th president, I think one of our most unique presidents, and every time I read a biography by him, about him, I wonder, like, whoa, how did he become president? But then I watch, okay, current politics, and anyway, moving on. So I say to myself, given what I have read, that I am going to disagree that he actually was the president for the common man. So I have to make that decision. And for my, my plan, I'm just going to jot down a few quick notes. So in short writing, we do think about it, and we might even write some notes. So I said, well, one reason I don't think he was a president for the common man is that he gave suffrage, the right to vote, only to men. And there was women. And he moved Native Americans to Indian Territory out of Georgia, but also Florida. And he owned more than 100 slaves. So there's a few people he's leaving out of common man. So that's what I'm going to argue. So now, we have here a writing frame, which we're going to use lots of writing frames in this class because it gets us going quickly, and it also helps us organize our thoughts and models the kind of academic language that we want in class. I am going to first copy the first sentence and write that down, and then I'm going to complete it. And it has to be, everyone, legible. Okay, so I already did this to save us some time. I copied off of the first sentence, and then I completed it. So everybody read my first sentence. Though not everybody would agree, I want to argue that Andrew Jackson was not the president for the common man. And then I added to my paragraph the next sentence starter and completed it, and read, everybody. I have several reasons for arguing this point of view. Continue. My first reason is that Andrew Jackson forced the removal of Native Americans from Georgia and Florida, resulting in horrific suffering and thousands of deaths. Okay, and then again, I came back here, copied the next sentence starter, and read on, everybody. A further reason is that while Andrew Jackson did not extend suffrage to white men without property, in addition to the current voters, white men with property, suffrage was not extended to women or men of color. Now I say to myself, boy, let me just see, I'm going to have to be certain that makes sense. A further reason is that while Andrew Jackson did extend suffrage to white men without property, men that weren't wealthy, white men, in addition to current voters, which were white men with property, suffrage was not extended to women or men of color. Okay, it does make sense, but boy, I did need to reread it to check it. And then I added the next sentence starter and read, everyone. Furthermore, in the years of his presidency, which occurred before the Civil War, Andrew Jackson owned more than 100 slaves. So, and finally my turn. Therefore, although some people might argue that our 7th president had a very humble background as the son of poor immigrants, I've shown that Andrew Jackson did not include women, Native Americans, or black slaves within his vision of the common man. So I had a plan. I had some ideas. I wrote, and then I would go back and everyone? Revise. I am going to revise by reading it to myself. So we do know that if you hear it, you're more likely to say, oh, that didn't make sense. Oh, even as I read it, I said, oh, I better fix that up. So you're going to read it to yourself and fix it up, and then you're going to check your, what, everyone? Your spelling, your capitals, and your punctuation. Teacher talk. Even though it's short writing, there's no reason that we can't relate it to the actual writing process that is in the Nebraska standards. Okay, so I didn't just say, here it is, write, even though I did it with you. Here it is, write. I'm going to take a moment the first time we do it and teach them how to do it. Now, there I took a lot of time. Sometimes, though, things are very simple, and all you really need is a completed example, and then you can proceed.